Hello, everyone, and good evening to you. This is Reverend Dr. Alfie Wines. I am coming at you from the Dallas-Fort Worth area. I want you to know my heart is excited, my soul is delighted, and excuse me, my spirit is ignited to be with you on this evening. I am so excited to be with you on this evening. I have been waiting on this all day long. I am so excited because I want to introduce you to Dr. Diana Moye Mitchell. Hi, Dr. Diana.
Well, hello, Dr. Alfie Wines. It's so awesome to be with you on this super thankful Tuesday, the day that the Lord has made, and we're truly grateful to be on your platform to talk about Write That Book.
Oh my goodness, write that book. You know, that's right up my alley, all right? If you come to my house, you know I love books. I mean, I have got books everywhere. I do mean everywhere. They're in the closets, they're on the nightstands, they're in the bookcases. And thank goodness we've got ebooks now, because I don't know where I'd put them all if we didn't have ebooks, okay?
Wow.
You know, I still like those, some of them I like to just hold in my hand, you know? Because when I think about books, I think not just about the book itself, the physical book, but I think about the authors, and I think about the writers and the editors and all the people that, you know, worked on the manuscript. I think about the manufacturers who actually put it together, whether it's, you know, online, that technology, or some kind of book technology, and then the retail people that it takes to get to us. You know, so a book represents more than just those pages to me. It represents all of that process. And we'll talk about scripture another time, because that's another whole topic. But my point is that I just love books. They are everywhere. And so I decided that since I have written 3 and edited 2, and I've got 2 in the works right now and 2 more on the list. So I'm I'm doing my own, making my own contribution to the literary art, as I heard somebody say recently. So I decided that one of the things that I want to do is help people write their books. Because listen, I know life gets in the way. There's other things to do, 10 million other things. You know, you've got to figure out your rhythm. Or you what I call a marathon writer, where, you know, you need, you know, stretches of time to write. Or, you know, can you sit down and just, you know, just write on the spur of the moment? I have a girlfriend that can go to Starbucks and take her laptop, and boy, she's gone. I can't do that. All right, that's not my style. But at any rate, I want you to tell people about working with me, because we have been working together for a while now.
Yes,
why don't you tell everybody about working with me to get your book done?
Well, it's been awesome, Dr. Alfie. You know, I'm trying to get where you have been and are right now, and that is writing books. You know, for several years, I've had the desire to write the books, but I've been like a turtle, okay, going really slow. And then when you have writer's block, you just stop, you know, and then when life happens, you just put that aspiration aside and you never get back to it, or you're always thinking about it. It's always in the back of your mind. And so I'm grateful that on last year, somehow or another, I found you on Facebook. And I don't think I really was fully aware that you were a writer of books until we actually started talking in November. And since then, we've been working together. You've been my coach. You've been helping me write 2 books, and one of them has been manifested in the book of a journal, and actually a book that is a journal, actually. And I'm grateful that within 5 months, I was able to manifest this book. And we're currently working on another book that I'm writing on together. So it's been awesome working with you, because you've been where I'm trying to go. You know about putting it down and putting it to a side and life happening and you never getting back to writing. And then those blockage in your mind, sometimes you're like, really, I can't really get out the words on paper, what's in my head. And so you've been like that doctor coach or that coach doctor or something, whatever you want to say, that has been able to help me write out what I've been wanting to say. And so I'm truly grateful for working with you. It's been awesome. You're such a professional, and you have such great insight, keen insight. When I'm sharing something with you, it's like, okay, well, I think you're trying to say this. Let's write it this way then. Or you left something out, what was that you left out? And it has me go back and think about what it was that I left out. And sometimes we leave out things that's very crucial when we're writing. It needs to be there. We might not think it's important, but it's important to put into the book.
Oh my goodness. Well, I know I have certainly enjoyed our time together and our process of working together. I talk about my process. I call it TEOW, TEOW, which stands for think, explore, outline, and write. So talk a little bit about that process, about how we work through that, about, we did some thinking, then we did some exploring, and we did some outlining, because you had some ideas already. And then, finally getting to the writing part, to where it's a process. It doesn't just happen overnight.
No, it doesn't happen overnight. It's, really a process, something that you have to be committed to doing, and working with someone to hold you accountable is so important. I know that working with you, I don't want to miss out on what we have agreed to do together. And so it leads me to make sure that before we meet on a weekly basis, we have our days when we're going to meet, that I've done my homework, that I've done and accomplished what we said was going to be due next week. So working with someone and connecting with someone helps hold an individual accountable to thinking and exploring and then outlining and working on what we've outlined together. And then when we come back, okay, what have you written? Okay, let's go over that, the content, and smoothing out the content where it's clarity, where the thought has really been fleshed out and it's clarity. And then you can move on to the next topic on the outline, the next chapter. So it's been awesome. It's been wonderful. I'm just excited about the next book that we've already started on, the prayer book, the self-help guide book. I'm just so excited about what we were able to accomplish with this, even with my testimony on the back of Rise and Pray. It's been published within 5 months. I was able to publish a book in the form of a journal. And so the best is yet to come working with you, Dr. Alfie, and I'm excited.
Oh my, well, that's awesome. Well, I want you to know, Dr. Diana, that I have really enjoyed working with you, and I have enjoyed sharing your journey, and it just makes my heart bubble up when I remember where we were, where you were when we started back in November toward the end of the year, and now here we are in the first quarter of the year, and you already have done one book. So that is absolutely awesome. That is absolutely awesome. So I too am looking forward to many more, much more coming from our collaboration, and seeing what God has in store for you and for us together. So anyway, that's what I wanted to share with you, everybody, this evening. I want to ask you one other question. What difference did it make in terms of your ministry? Did it I don't know, move it to another level, open you up to new opportunities? Tell me about that.
Well, really, working together with you, at first I just simply wanted to do a journal uh, to have available for my followers on my Rise and Pray ministry. I have a Rise and Pray prayer ministry on my ministry page, Diana Moye Mitchell. And this prayer ministry was started last year. And every first 7 days of the month on last year, we would come together on the platform, we would give a word, and we would pray together. And this year, I wanted to add more to make available to my followers. And I was like, if we have a Rise and Pray journal where we can write down the words that God says to us during our time of prayer, that would be awesome to offer to those who follow me. And I'm grateful now that this has expanded and increased my number of followers. It's increased and blessed the lives of those who are following me, where they can use this book to relaunch their lives. Because this is not just your typical journal where you write in it and you're finished with the book because all the pages are over. But the first part of this Rise and Pray journal helps people relaunch their lives. There are times when we stop dreaming in life because life happens, and we give up on dreaming. We give up on pursuing our desires and aspirations and our goals and our intentions. And a lot of times we get stuck in the pain of our past and we don't know how to move forward. And this book is not your typical journal. It's a book that is comprised of steps that helps you relaunch your life, restart your life. And that's something that I had to do for myself. And so this book represents what I've had to do, and it also will help others, because I know that I'm not the only one who had to relaunch their lives, who had to restart, who had to pivot and go in a different direction. And so with me now being in full-time ministry, my passion is to help others accomplish their purpose in life. Help them fulfill their purpose in life and help them get started again. Just like you, I had put the book aside, the other prayer book aside, life happens, and wasn't working on it. Now I'm working on it with you. You're helping me pivot. You're helping me relaunch my writing again.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And so, I've looked at your store, and so it's real clear that what that does is it opens another door. You put it up there on your store, and guess what? Now you have this piece to offer, this piece to sell to your clients, and so it's another avenue. I know that it's going to do marvelous things for you and for your ministry.
Well, I want to also add, Dr. Alfie, this book is available on Amazon. It's available, like you said, on my store. But actually today, I enter into an agreement with someone who is currently turning this into an electronic, digital
Well, all right then.
device where people can download it and
Yeah.
type in it on their
Yeah.
computers. They can type in it on their phones, their tablets. So I am making it accessible in several ways than one way.
Absolutely. And you're bringing up another piece of that, and that is that we live in the age of marvelous technology. And so it behooves us to take advantage of this technology and, get our work, not just physical, but get it online and make it available to people. And that gets us into the piece of digital marketing. And so, all of that is wrapped up in the work that we have been doing together. So I am just glad to have you with me on today. I am excited to share with you and share with others what we have been doing, what's been going on behind the scenes.
Yeah, it's my pleasure,
And
Dr. Alfie. It's my pleasure. I am just so excited about what I was able to accomplish in less than 5 months working with you. And it's my pleasure any way that I can give back in service and in support of you, because you have just helped me in such a tremendous way. I'm truly grateful.
All right, all right. Okay. You're gonna put some water in my eyes. I don't have any water in my eyes over here, okay?
That's all right, Dr. Alfie.
All the way from Chicago to Fort Worth. We don't want no water in no eyes over here, okay? But it's there, okay? You just can't see it. Thank you for that.
You're
I
welcome.
appreciate that so
You're
much.
welcome, Dr. Alfie.
Thank you. So listen, everybody, if you are stuck, you got that idea for that book and just can't get going, having a coach really does make a difference. And as you can see, Dr. Diana has told you about the difference having me as her coach has made for her. So I invite you not only to participate in the boot camp at the end of the month, those 3 days, 29, 30, and 31 at 7:30 p.m. The way you can get registered for that, just send me a direct message in Facebook. You can find me at REVDRALFIEWINES. That's Reverend Dr. Alfie Wines. Just send me a direct message and I will get you connected with that. The fee for the 3 days is $337. And we'll be together on Zoom for those 3 days. And the reason why I'm doing it back to back is because I want you to get it done. I want you to get started, right? If I stretch that out, you might not get started. But if we push that for 3 days, you would get started writing your book. So I invite you to the boot camp. I invite you also to be part of my group, Christians Set Free to Enjoy Life. You know, Jesus set us free. It's our job to enjoy life. And so I invite you to all of that and the many other things that we do through the Sinew Consulting Group, my business. So that's it for this evening. Blessings to everyone. And thank you, Dr. Diana, for taking some time to stop in. And thank you, everybody, for taking time to tune in. And you be on the lookout because we'll be doing more of this kind of stuff. So
Exactly.
you take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.